Hey guys, how are you? My name is Diego from the Hit Music Studio, and today I would like to, in this video, cover one of the very important topics that sometimes we get addressed with parents, and this is it. Am I too old to learn? So, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Diego here, and I've been teaching for about 13 years now. We are a part of two music schools here in South Florida. And one of the things that we truly like is to be able to share content that hopefully can help some of our students, some of their parents, and at the same time, even people out there that may have the same question. Now, one of the things that I like to mention in this type of videos is that when it comes to adults, we would love to see more adults in our programs. And sadly, I think probably adults fail at taking lessons and being successful probably about twice as much or even more than kids. But I don't think it has to do with age. I think maybe some people would like to blame it a little bit on age, but I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's more certain of the conditions and I guess the framework of where do they are when they're trying to take lessons. So let's jump right ahead into the five main reasons that we see adults fail in our programs and try to help you guys because I do believe that learning a hobby is a beautiful thing. I don't believe that you have to be a specific age to learn anything. I think one of the cool things about life is that life, to me, it's about learning. So you're always learning, always improving, always trying to maybe find that next step into your journey. And music is the same way. So when it comes down to number one will be method. And when it comes down to adults, one of the things that I think we see as an instructors is most adults do not want a method. It's almost like they want to take lessons and they want to almost dictate their own method. And I think one problem with that is imagine if schools would teach a kid second grade math and then the next day they're going to do high school math and then the next day they're going to do kindergarten math. That would not make any sense. It would be incredibly confusing. When you do music, there's a lot of like components that are mechanical, there's some knowledge, there's some theory, but I think if you're trying to almost dictate the method, it's going to be very hard for you to learn. So I do believe this, and I mention this I think regularly. Programs are not perfect, including ours. The methods, we continually try to improve them, try to make some changes, try to make some alterations to them, but that doesn't mean that having a method is a bad thing. I think, of course, it's more fun to just play what you like. But at the same time, I think trying to find either a school or an instructor that has a method would really be beneficial, especially if you're an adult. And I think it's about being patient with that method. Not every method would have every single page be, oh, I really like that. But I think it's important to go through the process. Now, number two, and sorry, I still have a little bit of a cough. Number two is consistency. We see big issues when it comes to consistency when we're talking about adults. And one of the things that we see with I guess our bulk of our students are probably 7 to 15 is a lot of them when they start first 3 months almost they don't miss lessons. Normally, a lot of people take 3 months, 6 months of lessons and they're here every week. Now, adults tend to register for lessons, pay for 4 classes, and show up to one out of the 4. I know life can get hectic. I know things sometimes, are unexpected in life, but I do feel like adults tend to not really make the time and the commitment. So it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna start this, but yeah, we'll see. Like if maybe Mondays it's a really hectic day for me, but let's put the lessons that day to see if I can make it. I think it's important to try to choose days and times that work for you so you can be consistent. And I would say that consistent is probably critical for at least 6 months. So 6 months is probably the time that you're looking at to try to move forward on an instrument and be consistent with the classes and with your time so you can truly see progress. Now, let's talk about number three. Number three is follow directions. This is almost similar to what we're talking about on the method. But I guess one of the things that I see sometimes in adults, which is interesting, is a lot of like 7-year-olds don't really question a teacher because you are in the position of being a teacher. So I think if you have a room full of 7-year-olds and you say, okay, guys, today I want you to put your hands on your head. and the majority of them would probably do it. Sometimes adults are a lot more like, the minute that you say as an instructor, okay, I want you to do this, they go like, why? Okay, I would like for you to play that song. I don't really like that song. And the thing is, you're almost complicating your own progress. So I do believe teachers, myself included, are not going to get you to play something that you hate. I don't believe that that's the way that we, of course, have you enjoy your time, and even worse for us, see you not enjoying the process. But following directions, I think almost every educator, hopefully you are in the hands of someone that is professional, I think they're trying to help you. So if we say, okay, well, I want you to do this exercise, it's because we're trying to truly get that flow going, get that path to happen for you. So following directions, an important one. I know, and I do this with a couple things and classes that I have taken. Sometimes I don't agree with the teacher, but I also think, okay, but I am paying this person, so I'm paying this person for their expertise in this specific field in which maybe I don't know that much. I usually try to follow directions, even if I don't agree, at least until like you see the process. Now, maybe you're not in the hands of a good instructor, but I think if you are, you should be able to truly let them lead. I guess that's probably the main goal. Now, number 4, and I think this is an important one as well, expectations. And I think expectations, when it comes to adults, we see a lot of it's almost like self-imposed deadlines. Okay, if I can't play Stairway to Heaven in 6 months, I'm going to quit guitar. Now, I don't know if you guys know Stairway to Heaven, which is a little bit of an older song. It's almost like it has tons of different techniques, some of which may take years to develop. So having realistic expectations truly can make you successful. And one thing that I will encourage you is try to put the expectations with your teacher. Say like, okay, how long do you think I can learn this? Try to do that not on your own of like, okay, if I don't do this, if I can't play for my family this song in 3 months, I'm going to quit. A lot of students that are younger, I think, don't have any expectations or have very little expectations. So they're in the process, they're coming to class, they're, enjoying it or maybe not enjoying it that day, but they're in the process of just going through. And of course, they're seeing progress because they don't really have, like, as an agenda of like, am I getting good? Am I not getting good? Was this a good class? I think it's important to take your expectations and truly, I don't know, be patient with them, I guess. Number 5, and this is the last one, but an important one, and we see this a lot: performance. So when we're talking about performing, the majority of the adults that we have, I think, do not want to perform ever. They're very like, oh, no, I don't want my family to see me. I don't want. It's almost like they want to be in a room by themselves. And one thing that I find very, very interesting is that probably our programs are really skyrocketed by performing. And one of the things that we do as a school is we have performances all the time. Because sometimes, even if the kid is not particularly ready, when you put a performance, they're going to get ready because they know, okay, in 2 weeks, I'm playing this song. So having adults not perform ever, I think, is the same as joining a soccer team that never has games and it's only practice. I think you're going to be missing a big component. I say this, and I say this sometimes to my students. Sometimes we learn the most from the bad performances, from the moments that things fell apart on stage and you really did not have a good time. We're not trying to make that happen, but at the same time, I think performing it's a little bit of a test. And having you do it, I think, is critical if you're an adult trying to learn an instrument. Now, I would also encourage you, try to do it in a setting that you are okay with. For example, if you have a gathering at your house and you have a bunch of family over, maybe that's the moment to take out the guitar and say, hey guys, if I print the lyrics of this song and we all try to sing it together and I'll play it on guitar, maybe that's better than just coming to one of our concerts and being in front of another, 80 parents that are not, that you don't even know. But I think performing regularly is definitely something that would probably be important for you guys to truly try to get behind. So I hope those 5 ideas of why our adults sometimes fail can help you guys to not fail when taking music lessons. Because I believe that music it's an incredible thing. I've been doing this for a while, and I think music really rebounds the energy that you put into. So it's almost like if you put 5 hours of work, 10 hours of work, those hours truly come back. I also think that music is not linear. It's almost like a staircase. So you practice, practice, practice. You can't really get better. All of a sudden, from one day to the other, you get better. And you keep on going, not really that much progress. And again, from one day to the other, you get a little bit better. So being patient, having a good teacher, a method definitely is going to help you guys. And we are here to continue to do videos to help you guys, to help hopefully your kids be successful at taking lessons. So if you have any other topics that you would like to see us cover, we would love to help you guys out. So we hope to see you guys soon. Again, my name is Diego from the Hit Music Studio. And if you're interested in content like this, definitely consider subscribing. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.